We got multiple updates from Kyle Shanahan today about practice availabilities, but we also got some players being shut down for the year. One of the players that has been shut down, we already talked about it, but quickly, Trent Williams has officially been placed on injured reserve. The San Francisco 49ers signed offensive lineman Matt Hennessy in his place, or at least in a corresponding move. So the 49ers, as we know, have made multiple O-line additions with all the injuries that are occurring. But the biggest news is regarding Dre Greenlaw. A lot of people wanted to know, why are they going to continue to play him? What's the point? We had talked about it. It was for him to be able to try to prove that he can be out there and, earn reps so that he can get paid. He's an unrestricted free agent at the end of the season. And so he wanted to get out there to be able to put some plays on tape because ultimately that's his resume. But unfortunately for Dre, the 49ers will be shutting him down for the rest of the season. I'm sure fans will be okay with this because obviously there's nothing to play for, so don't risk additional injury. Don't just push it too hard to the point where you injure yourself even further. So I don't know what this means for Dre. Clearly, it's a really tough situation for him as he heads into free agency because clearly coming off the Achilles and then having multiple injuries as he's returned doesn't bode well for him from a pay perspective. But I don't know. Maybe this opens up the door for the 49ers to retain him on I don't want to say a team-friendly deal, but something that works for both of them because I think Dre has proven he's very valuable to this franchise. But I think, they also have to be cognizant of the injuries and those things. So we'll see how that ultimately plays out. I personally want Dre Greenlaw back, but we'll see how that happens this offseason. We also have some additional things happening with practice. Multiple players that did not practice today. Spencer Burford, Dre Greenlaw, and Aaron Banks and Robert Beal. Regarding Aaron Banks, we already know he's not going to be playing the rest of the season. We had kind of been waiting for Spencer Burford to be able to discern because we knew he had an MRI and how serious that was going to be. It does sound like Burford has a chance to play. Even though he didn't practice today, it sounds like he might be the 49ers starting left tackle against the Detroit Lions. So he has a chance to play. Banks, we already know, is down. Dre Greenlaw, we already know, is down. And Robert Beal, he popped up with an injury from last week's practice. Jair Brown and Isaac Guerrero were both limited today in practice. So we'll see. I imagine Guerrero's going to go, and I imagine Jair would go as well if they have the opportunity. So all that being said, been a tough year. This pretty much, we got one more week until the final week of the year. And with all the injuries and everything that's been going on, we're kind of in shutdown mode, kind of in a time where it's like, all right, we're not playing for anything. We continue to get injured. It might be time to start letting the young guys get out there and, make a case for, building into the off season. Maybe some guys that are questionable to return next year, you get them out there, get them some tape. Kind of see what they got. I don't know if the 49ers are going to shut down guys like Kittle and, it sounds like Purdy is going to play in this game. Sounds like Purdy's going to play the rest of the year. We know Purdy's playing for a contract. So, it's going to be fascinating to see how it all plays out with a, patchwork offensive line. Running backs have been decimated with injuries, all that stuff. So we'll see how it all plays out. But that is your update for today. Let me know what you guys think about all this stuff in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.